right, if we don't have any questions, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go look at your homework. Let's see. So I'm gonna share with everybody the photos that you submitted. And if this is your photo, if you could actually explain what it is, where did you take it, and why it was your best photo, if you could explain all those. All right, so let's say first person is gonna be this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's me. That's my son.
Can you make it bigger, Joseph? I think you're sharing the wrong side of your screen.
Oh, which side am I sharing?
I see the Explorer view.
Explorer view?
The File Explorer.
Hold on.
Josh, where are you from?
Hold on. Sorry, let me share. This one.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's my son. So I thought it was actually my favorite picture. I think I probably speaking, but this is my favorite picture right now for sure. So it's my son. So that's, pretty much it. Put it in our backyard.
Beautiful. Well,
yeah, I think sorry. I was just gonna say, I think because of the way you worded it, favorite picture, it's not necessarily the best picture you've ever taken. I'm not saying yours isn't. I love this picture. I'm just saying in general, when you ask for a favorite picture, it doesn't have to be your best photo you've ever taken.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Technically or compositionally or anything. Like, it could be the emotions behind it, especially if it's your son. Like, that's powerful in itself. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. How old is your son? I may ask.
He will be a year old next week.
Oh, wow. Very beautiful. Thank you for sharing. All right, moving on to the next photo.
That's awesome.
So this was one that I took in 2013. I was on a missions trip, and one of the countries I went to was India. And so I grabbed this photo. We were kind of huddled in this village we were at for the day. And they had brought us like some food and stuff, and we were just kind of ministering to them and doing worship with them and everything. And I just kind of turned around, and behind me, all these kids, like, this looks so posed, but it wasn't at all. Like, this is literally just kind of how they were standing behind us, just looking on. And so I just snapped the picture really quick, and it reminds me of just the whole country and the time that I spent there and our ministry there. And the people there, but I also just really love like the colors and the way that they are kind of standing, kind of spread out like that and everything.
Very
Those
neat.
Facial expressions are fantastic.
Yeah.
All different kinds of
yeah.
facial expressions. Very cool.
Yeah, like you look at the one kid down in the front, and he's not so sure, but some of the other ones are smiling, and it's a neat picture. I like it.
Do you remember how old they were?
How old the kids were?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could see in this group, there's anywhere from there's the baby there. I think the older ones are probably no more than preteens.
Okay.
I didn't ask them specifically though.
Don't worry. Wow, very cool. Thank you, John. All right, moving on. Next photo we have. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. It's okay, we'll go back to it. And this was shot by Monica. Hello?
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Gorgeous, Monica.
Thank you.
So can you tell us can you tell us about this photo?
It was taken sunrise at Camp Keystone.
Oh, beautiful.
Just one morning, the sky seemed to be with the clouds. Everything just kind of seemed to work. And I usually shoot a lot down at the lake, but this was the first time I had been up kind of at the top end of the cross area.
Wow. Okay.
Probably on my way to work.
Wow. So you were working at Camp Keystone at the time.
I work there now.
Oh, you still work there now? Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Lovely place. I mean, when was this photo taken?
Maybe last year.
Oh, okay. So the lake is up.
Yeah, the lake is up some.
Okay.
We actually had people jet skiing in it this past weekend.
Oh, no way.
Nice.
Yeah.
The last few times I visited Camp Keystone, all the water was just not, you couldn't do anything there. Wow. Very cool. Let's see, moving on. I see you have a couple other photos as well. So I'm going to.
Yeah, I just couldn't make up my mind.
Okay.
It's hard.
That
Wow.
is gorgeous.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
That
I
was
like that one
just
a lot.
one foggy morning on my way to work.
Wow.
Probably in the February, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We get a lot of fog in the winter, not so much any other time.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the light plays in the fog, it
Right.
intrigues me.
I loved it how you put the sun directly behind the tree, just giving that ray look effect. So it gears towards that sun. It was very beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. You have a couple more, I see.
Monica's an overachiever.
Yeah, you are.
Monica can't make up her mind. This one was early morning.
Mm-hmm.
I probably was on my way to the kitchen.
Okay.
Which would be the
Wow.
only reason I would be up that early in the morning.
How early was it?
Maybe just a little before 6.
Wow. I don't
And
think
it was just starting to get light.
Wow.
Love the silhouettes.
I know. So you can definitely tell it's definitely you're in Florida because of the palm trees.
Right, yeah.
Very nice. And then I see that you have one more.
That would be my max. I came in from work one day and that's where he was.
How old is he?
He's 13.
13. Wow.
So
very cute.
Yeah, he just laid on the couch with a pillow for his head.
Wow. I should have included pets.
Yeah. Should have sent one in.
Yeah.
My dog.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
All right, so moving on to the next person. We have. All right.
Ooh.
That is in Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just, that's one of the many cathedrals, and I took it with my iPhone and edited it on my iPhone. I love architecture.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I love travel, so I love to go to Europe and just.
Oh, very cool. It's very fascinating how these old structures still stand today, like as if they were a long time ago.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's beautiful.
Laura has a couple of more too. Seems like is this the same building?
The same building.
Oh my gosh.
This is the detail that is.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like the amount of details.
And was this with your iPhone too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just really hate having a camera application. It's just easy to shoot on the phone because then you can like also edit it and post it.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love that.
And this was the first time I actually saw Freedom Tower.
Uh-huh.
We were in the car. This is supposed to be in the car.
Uh-huh.
on the
Uh,
there's something about New York City.
yeah, it's a very iconic building
Yeah.
in New York. Great. Thank you for sharing. All right, moving on. Let's go.
That's my girl,
Oh,
Roro. So
Mhm.
I was saying before, on my baby's first birthdays, I do little photo shoots, and this was Rosie. And I mean, I think I probably shot it on my big fancy camera, but I used the auto setting because that's all I know how to do. And I remember thinking at the time, oh, this angle effect is so nice. And now I feel like my kid's about to fall over.
My mom
But
does the same thing with her photos.
I know, I'm like, ooh, yeah. I mean, I'm literally kneeling in front of this baby, like doing all these kind of shots, right?
Mhm.
But she was just posed so perfectly and had the sweetest little expression. So it's definitely one of my favorites.
Awesome. That's so
Yeah.
adorable.
I know.
I love all the colors too. She matches
She
everything.
does.
I think I've got some great ones. This thing was first birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cute.
Now
Very
she won't
cute.
sit still for nothing. So I at least got one.
I can't imagine. Like, Josh, is it difficult to photograph your children too? I can.
Is he still here?
Is he still here? I can't. I can't hear. But anyway, and we have Dakota Meeks as well, but this is her photo. But I don't see her on the call.
She might catch this later.
The end, she got a job.
That's her dog. Very cute. I should have included my dogs too. But thank you for sharing, Dakota.
So there it is. It was delayed for me. I just saw it.
Oh, okay.
It's cute.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
he's
neat.
watching
I like
the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then it's just only one photo that I wanted to share with you on my list. And this is my photo. This is my favorite photo. This photo was taken 2 years ago. I went on a summer vacation to Canada. My wife and I hiked this really tall mountain called East Rundle. It's just on the entryway of Banff National Park, which I highly recommend if you ever get a chance to go up there when the border opens. So my wife and I parked our cars just near this lake down here, and then we hiked up about 10,000 feet. As we were going to the top of the mountain, I set up my tripod and just took a snap of this photo. I just saw the clouds just rolling in, and I just thought it was a perfect time. And I just took a quick snap.
Can I ask why? What was the purpose of the tripod?
The tripod, I had the tripod because I was hiking for so long. I didn't want my hands to be shaking. And being at that altitude, I didn't have a lot of oxygen. So I was like constantly breathing very heavily. So I just pulled the tripod out, and I didn't want the photo to be just all shaky or blurry. So I pulled it out and then took a snap of this.
That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
If you're able to like stabilize the camera better, you have more. You can play with the settings in the camera more. Like you can keep and Joseph will explain more of this in like his other classes too. But like you can keep the ISO down, which means it's going to be less grainy, but turn down the shutter speed as well, so that it lets more light in, so that like you can see what's happening. But then when you change the shutter speed, that's when you start to see, like if you have the shutter open for a full second and you're shaking it all, then that's going to be extremely noticeable, versus if it's on the tripod, you can get a clear picture still.
Right. And I will share with you one last photo of mine. This image was also taken in Canada. I took this called Magdalene Lake. It was in Jasper National Park, just north of Banff National Park. we took a small ferry ride, and this was like one of the stops, and it was this is called Spirit Island. And it's just completely surrounded by mountains with a little bit of snow caps. But this is a very unique place because this area is not really welcomed by tourists. This area is a very protected land by the Canada, and it's also an indigenous region. So a lot of native people only accept like for a few number of tourists actually come in here, and so I only had 5 minutes to take this photo. So you can see like the ferry in the distance, just going by, but that was the only image I was able to capture. And I just thought this was a great, because it just captured one of the most beautiful scenic moments. And I thought, that's the thing I love about just capturing nature, is that this is like God's creation. He created this, and it's completely unobstructed by man. And I just love taking photos of that.
Cool. The scale of it gets me. Like when you look down at what looks like a stick in the water, right? You're like, oh, that's kind of close. And you look back and like, hold on a second, that must be massive.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else. It's gorgeous.
How cold was it?
So to give you an idea, I went in early July, and it was about 58 degrees, like at its hottest temperature. At night, it got to about low to high 30s, even for so July. Cold. Yeah, very cold. That's me. Sorry?
That makes me not want to live there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, supposedly one of our the ferry driver told us that just a few days before I went here, it was snowing. And it was July. In July.
Yeah. That's why I live in Georgia.
That's it. All right. So for today, the lesson is going to be about composition. Now, composition is a very difficult subject because it's a very broad term, or broad. It's one of the more basic terms for photography. There's really no right or wrong way to do composition, but in the video I will describe key points about what composition is and how you can actually frame your subject better in a photo, whether it's a person, whether it's a landscape. But I'm going to be demonstrating more person because that's a little easier to understand. I will mention the rule of thirds. I'm sure most of you have heard it in your lifetime. Rule of thirds, but I'm not gonna be spending a lot of time on it. I think it's just a very basic term or basic concept to understand, only meant for beginners. And I think it seems, and everybody here knows what they're doing. So I'm not gonna be spending a lot of time on that, but hopefully everything will make sense. Any other questions before we move on? Anybody have questions about any photography in general?
Is there a homework assignment for today?
There will be a homework assignment today. So everything that will be mentioned today in the video, I would like it for everyone to try and do something this evening or this afternoon, and try to submit that today or tonight, what you have captured. Something about composition.
Watch to find out more.
Yeah, you have to watch to find out what they are. So I'm assuming because composition is such a heavy topic, I don't expect everyone to get it by watching it once. I do recommend watching it maybe multiple times. Take notes. If you have questions, please bring them back tomorrow so we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, for as great as the videos are, I like this too. I like being able to see everybody's photos and share. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's offerings, guys.
Yes. So this one, I do recommend please take a new photo.
We'll know.
Yes, we will know.
Pressure's on.
No photos from Canada. Nobody's
No,
in
no.
Canada.
No, I won't use any photos from Canada unless I can go there within the next 24 hours.
Bring a coat.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to, I just posted the link to our chat just in case you need access to that website
Yes.
again. And so you can see the video. It premieres in 4 minutes, but remember there's still that 2-minute buffer that they give you for a YouTube premiere. And it also has the link to submit your photos, which if you haven't submitted a photo, Z, I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're here and I hope you submit a photo for tomorrow. So it can all be found on that website. And we'll see you back here again tomorrow at 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, guys. Thanks, Joseph.
Oh,
Thank John.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank you.
Aretrius.
Just in time. See ya.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.